Jai Sachidanand. If I experience anger towards someone through thoughts only and not speech and action, then does that mean that my karmic bond with that person is lighter versus someone that I become angry towards in my actions and in my speech?
In ignorance, everything is going to bound karma. But in after Gnan Vidhi, when you have any in mind, any anger in mind, and you are asking Sima to do pratikaman, that will dissolve. So not charging of new karma after Gnan Vidhi. And somebody in ignorance, if he has doing action or speech of anger with that person, at that time his mind is also accepted, oh, I am angry on this and I should angry. So he is charging new karma due to ignorance. Really he don't know these are the discharge atoms of speech, action and mind. But he is knowing I am doer for this. That's why he is charging new karma. And we are knowing I am not doer, Sima is, whatever happened with Sima, you will ask Sima to do pratikaman. So that will dissolve and no charging of new karma.
So thoughts, speech and actions are equal in their
in
capacity
ignorance,
to charge.
Ignorance mind is also responsible for charging new karma. And in speech and action, that reaction of that person again comes. So that also charging of new karma.
Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand, Pujyashree. This question is actually for my kids and myself. I try to teach about Dada and Dada's Vignan to my kids. And my kids also like to listen to Dada's prayers as well. While listening in one of the prayer, my kids asked me this question and I could not answer very well. So they asked in one of the prayer, why do we say that Dada Bhagwan is in Bharat Kshetra? If he is still here, when would he reach to Mahavidek Kshetra?
Because his connection in Bharat Kshetra is continuous. Though he left his body from this Bharat Kshetra, but his work with so many people in dream or some blessings from Dada Bhagwan or in surgery or at time of accident, they feel presence of Dada Bhagwan all the time. So any bad karma comes, presence of Dada Bhagwan they feel, and that bad karma dissolves, giving without effect of much, and they can feel happiness inside and free from all this accident or surgery or whatever happens. So we are, whatever words previously it was mentioned in Charanvidhi, we keep as it is, we are not changing at all. Because if we make one change, then by intellect so many change will occur. And we can understand physical presence is not there, but subtle presence of Dada Bhagwan is all the time with all Mahatmas of our Bharat Kshetra. So we are saying, and lastly, our inner pure soul is a Dada Bhagwan. The subtle level, that Dada Bhagwan is also with us. So we are saying, in presence of in Bharat Kshetra, whatever Dada Bhagwan is there, we are praying to them. You understood?
Thank you.
Jai Sachidanand, Pujyashree.
Bolo.
I want to understand why we say that Gnan Vidhi can only be taken by adults who are 18 years or over.
Here, at what age they are getting license of driving?
At about 15.
15. And that voting of, they can give their vote at what age?
18 or 21,
Why
depending on...
they have kept this?
I guess because...
the child has no such development. So let them mature and then they can get Gnan. They can sit in Satsang, they can listen Gnan Vidhi, they can do Dada's, they can read Dada's book, they can do Bhakti, everything they can do. Only they are not getting certificate that I have taken Gnan. Otherwise they can listen, they can read and they can stay in Gnan Vidhi also. They can listen 5 Ajna also. But still he is understanding that I have not taken Gnan because my age is now below 18. Sometimes when parents, they are joining satsang, we are giving 1 or 2 years discount. So age of 16, when they finish, we can give Gnan to them also. But their parents and their children, from childhood, they are in touch with Akram science or little MST, by MST. Then we are giving Gnan to them age of when they finish 16. Understood?
Thank you.
Jai Sachidanand. In the past, File 1 has come across a situation where she has experienced failure. That similar situation arises again, and this time knowing that everything will be good and success, there is still some dirt inside. So how can I forget the past and move forward with confidence and positivity?
You can ask Asmita. You can ask Asmita doing say at least 15 minutes, Dada Bhagwan na sim jai jaikar ho. Or sometimes some much fear is there, then ask her to do 1 hour Dada Bhagwan na sim jai jaikar. And leave it on Dada Bhagwan and ask strength. I want to finish this file with equanimity. Please give me strength, and I am surrendering to this all problem to you, to your lotus feet. Please give me strength to keep separation. Like that you can pray to Dada Bhagwan and see all the time whatever our opinion is there, same thing will repeat. Not possible. Because at that time our discharge karma is separate. This time our discharge karma may separate. So don't get fear. What will happen? We will live on Dada Bhagwan and we are doing Dada Bhagwan na sim jai jaikar ho.
Okay. Thank you.
Jai Sachidanand Pujyashree. Nikita. Lately, File 1 has a lot of dilemma because File 1 is thinking she wants to do advancement in career. And on the other side, thoughts keep coming up that don't go into the relative side again, you'll be into Mo and Lobe and all that. So where does these thoughts are coming from? I mean...
No, you have to watch which type of evidence comes and which side File 1 is going. According to his wish, she is going or some obstruction is there.
Okay.
So let the circumstantial evidence should decide. There are so many hopes or say ambitious, I want to do so and so, so and so, so and so. But let the evidence should support our ambitions.
Okay.
So we will watch, we'll see what happens. So meantime you can remain in a stage of pure soul, do Dada Bhagwan na sim jai jaikar. I want to solve this file with equanimity. Like that you can pray to Dada Bhagwan.
Okay. So
And don't stop, I don't want any career, this is relative world. No, this is required. Body requires food. So this relative career is also required. But we are not insisting or we are not doing doership for our career. Let the circumstantial evidence give result. Or in past life we have charged some karma that will definitely give effect in this life. So which type of karma we have charged, we don't know. So many ambitions comes, still you just observe what happens practically and naturally scientific circumstantial evidence, what happens.
because the thing is, the File 1 then thinks, oh, then I want to move to Adalaj too. So will this stop me? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, you can ask our Aptaputri or Aptaputra and get solution.
Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand Pujyashree. I have a question is how to deal with Sukshma Nand, which I feel is there. And as such, even though I try to do Pratikraman and Samayik, I'm not able to see Shuddhatma sometimes.
Still, we are knowing that it is a Nand of Jinesh and keep separation with Jinesh and ask him to do Pratikraman for each Nand. Make a list. How many type of Nand or how many opinion given to that person, and slowly each opinion do Pratikraman, solve with 5 Agnas and double A double B, flawless vision.
So the Pratikraman and Samayik when I do is not continuous. So I'm not sure, is it my Prajna Shakti making me doing it?
No.
Or is it my guilt making me do it?
No. Whenever you have free time, you can keep watching that what type of this noted Nand is there and how to come out from this Nand. Slowly you will come out from all this Nand. And you can see that they are pure soul, and whatever happen is result of scientific circumstance, and whatever that person has done as an effect for our causes is not responsible for our effect. Because whatever we are suffering is a causes of our effect. This is one of the evidence, not responsible for our effect. So like that, your intellect when gets solution, he is not responsible, he has no fault, and slowly your non will dissolve.
Jai Satchidanand Pujyashree.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand. Sometimes I think about it and then I get very scared of dying. The more I think about it, the more confused I get, the more questions I have. So maybe, you can help me understand, things about life.
You are taking bath every day?
Sorry?
Every day you are taking bath?
I do.
Then
shower.
You are changing, shower. Then you are changing your cloth. The new cloth you are wearing. So just like you are permanent and clothes are changing every day, morning. Sometimes in the afternoon we want to go some reception or somewhere else, we change again cloth. So these are the body is temporary and soul is permanent. The body is temporary or not?
Yes. So, and also I think about, where I was before I was born.
That is not important. Where we want to go is very important. And we are permanent, that we have to realize, and that is important. So these are the phases, it will change. You are permanent, you are no warrants here. Once you know this is all this relative or temporary adjustment, and I am real and permanent. Have you taken Gnani Vidhi?
Yes, I do. I do it every morning.
You are doing Charan Vidhi, everything?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Now you understand that Sudhan is separate and I am pure soul. So you are pure soul, you are immortal, you are permanent. That we have to understand. Ego has always fear. What will happen after my death? But soul doesn't have any fear. Because soul realized that I am permanent. Due to ignorance, ego was generated. And ego feels that I am, because ego with respect to body, he feels, so I am this body. And body dies, then I will die. But really he is not dying. He is leaving this body and taking new birth. You understand?
Yep.
So don't worry, you are not going to die.
So I should start practicing getting detached with
Yes, and see,
even family members?
Mind will show what will happen. Mind, intellect, they will show. This will happen after death. Say, you are going to die. I am not going to die. I am pure soul. Just do conversation with Sudhan. You understood?
Yep. To the Charan Vidhi, it says I should practice detachment from worldly materials things, such as cars, house. But my goals is to, acquire success, have a big house, cars, and to give good life to my family. So how can I maintain a balance?
Yeah, Sudhan can maintain that. You can remain separate from Sudhan. Let the circumstantial evidence help you according to your wish. Don't disturb any other person. Your intention, keep as it is. Means Sudhan has intention, I want to help my family, I want so and so, so and so. Keep that intention, but it should be with Sudhan. You are detached from Sudhan. You are as a pure soul. Remain as a pure soul. Let the circumstantial evidence according to which he may get, then accept it, and doesn't get, then wait and try again and again. Let Sudhan can try, but if according to your wish doesn't happen, then don't get disturbed. Pray, my intention is so and so. If it is possible, then I will be happy. Not possible, then accept it is result of scientific circumstantial evidence. You understood?
Yep, thank you.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
I'm Hendrik from Germany, and following question. Even though in a way I know my soul is not my body and all the habits, I, on a daily basis, have very strong fears and sadness without reason. It's just there all the time, and it pulls me back strongly in doing daily work and even doing meditation or going forward. So, what can I do, or what would be of help in such a situation?
You take Gnan tomorrow?
Yes.
And remain in that awareness, because all fear is in egoism. And our wrong belief gets fractured and we get right belief, I am pure soul. Then slowly, effect of fear will dissolve. So you have to keep awareness, I am pure soul, and whatever suffering of fear, anything is there, it is with Hendrik, not with me, I am pure soul. Suppose you are going to somewhere else's house, you will feel fear. In your own house, there will not be any fear. No? In our own house, is there any fear? And in somebody's house, we don't know that person and we move into that home, then we feel fear. Oh, somebody may come here and they will say, get out from here, like that. Because Hendrik is a other house and your own house is pure soul. So once you come in your own house, then fear will dissolve. And you are staying in relative house, Hendrik house, and that will create fear, stress, worries. So now, tomorrow your change of place will take place. So I am not Hendrik, I am pure soul. Slowly, effect of fear and stress will go away. Jai Satchidananda.
Please tell me the difference between Atma and Jivatma.
Yeah. Atma is self. And when self is in wrong belief, it is called Jivatma. I with wrong belief is called Jivatma. I with right belief, it is called Antaratma. And absolute I is a God, is a Paramatma. Self means you yourself is a self or Atma. Yeah. But you believe that I am Subodh, I am doer, I am husband, I am so-and-so engineer, doctor. That due to wrong belief, you are in stage of Jivatma. This wrong belief, ignorance. Mm-hmm. When you got realization, I am not Subodh, I am pure soul, then you become Antaratma. And when you reach to absolute stage of pure soul, you become Paramatma. So same soul is a Jivatma, Antaratma or Paramatma.
I see. 3 forms.
Just like a same person, but wife says, he is my husband. Son says, he is my father. Father says, he is my son. So you are same personality. But with respect to wife, you are husband. With respect to son, you are father. With respect to father, you are son. It's like, due to ignorance, we are in a stage of Jivatma. And when we realize our soul, who am I, then we become Antaratma. And when we reach to absolute stage, then it becomes a Paramatma. Paramatma means absolute stage of pure soul. Param is an adjective. Soul with adjective.
Jai Satchidanand.
Yes.
You were talking about the 6 elements, and I was wondering, a moment. I have a question about the ignorance concerning them. In my perception, there is a lot of ignorance in the case of God or the self, but no doubt about matter, space, time, motion, or inertia, or the phases belonging to them. Why is that so, or do I see it wrong?
Even about the other 5 elements, we do not have that much of knowledge. We did not have that. We got that knowledge because Dada gave it to us, and we know that knowledge only in the form of words as yet. We don't have detailed knowledge about that either as yet.
So it's also with the other eternal elements that there is ignorance.
Yes.
The one who knows the soul is called a
Tattva
Gnani or the elemental Gnani. And the one who knows all the 6 elements is called Sarvagnya or the absolute Gnani. Right now, we only know this knowledge in the form of words, 6 elements. When we got the Gnan, we got this knowledge in the small seed form that I am the pure soul and Francisca is separate. And as you stay in that, your awareness will increase over time. Do you understand?
Yes, thank you.
Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand.
Yes.
I want to know if it is the same process. For example, an entity is moving into a planet, for example, into the sun, and after a while it goes away from the sun because the work is done. And is it the same procedure with goddesses, for example, Padmavati Devi or Lakshmi or something like this?
No, for other not.
No?
Only for these stars and graho.
This process that you described is applicable only to planets and stars. The being enters the sun, for example, and at the end of the lifespan leaves the sun. That is applicable only to the celestial beings of the stars and planets. Other Devis or celestial beings have a normal lifespan. The life starts and ends just in a normal way. There is no entry or exit of a being in an existing planet like that for other celestial beings.
Okay, thank you.
What is the difference of being authentic and of being true?
True is relative, correct. And authentic is really what we are really being, we have to stay in this stage. And this is by relative correct. We are true.
The truth in the worldly sense is what you are saying. Truth is, when somebody steals and you said he should not be stealing, or when he's telling the lies and you said he should not be doing that. That is a relative truth. That is the truth that you are referring to. And authentic is when you are talking about the real truth, the final truth.
Who am I? We remain in that stage. Is a authentic truth.
Thank you.
Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand.
Yeah.
Svenja feels a subtle but very strong resistance against life in general. Every morning when she wakes up, there's this non-specific feeling arising in her, something like, I don't want to be here. I can't even describe it properly. What exactly is this, and how can I handle it?
This is what Svenja says, then you have to do conversation. You don't want to stay here, then where do you want to go? Then you have to say, I think we should go to Simandar Swami's feet in Mahavidyakshetra. You can do conversation. Say it is echoes of past life. Mind shows echoes of past life. Past life, whatever we have given opinion for this relative world, that shows again in mind. So we have to change our opinion. We should not get disturbed, and we should decide, if you don't want to stay here, then where do you want to go? Then we will think for Mahavidyakshetra, Simandar Swami. Like that, you do conversation, automatically that the echo will slowly dissolve. You understood?
Yes, thank you.
Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Deepakbhai. During exams and coursework and things, you get a lot of stress trying to complete deadlines, study, etc. So how would Dada Bhagwan say overcome this stress?
Yeah, 10 minutes. Chant Dada Bhagwan Asim Jai Jaikar Ho, and surrender to Dada Bhagwan. Dada Bhagwan, I am surrendering to all this thing to you. Please give me strength to finish my examination. Just surrender to Dada Bhagwan and ask strength from Dada Bhagwan. And get experience in past also. Past examination, we have some stress. Still we passed and come to next higher standard. Like that, this also we will going to finish. So don't get stressed, but ask strength from Dada Bhagwan and be sincere for your study. Concentrate on study and get strength from Dada Bhagwan. I want to understand properly and give me strength. You understood?
Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand. My question is there such thing as luck, or is it just a discharge from the past lives?
No, luck is merit karma and unluck is demerit karma, but both are from discharge of past life.
It's because on the news you see horrible things happen to innocent people. Is that because of their past lives, or because like stuff doesn't happen to me in that way, but you see innocent people like getting hurt?
But really, they have some causes in past life, because due to fault or due to some mistake we have to take rebirth. So anybody is not innocent at all. He has made some mistake in past. But we should not say them, you have made mistake in past, that's why you are getting suffering. We should not make that like this. So this is very sad. We'll pray to God, give you strength, come out from all these problems. Like that we will pray for them. Jai Sachidanand.
What convinced you to serve Dada Bhagwan all your life?
First, I have some unhappiness. I don't know which type of unhappiness. But when I meet Dada Bhagwan, I got inner peace, inner bliss. Then Niruma explained Dada's stage of Dada, what is Dada's aim, and she is also supporting Dada's goal of world salvation. So I think, oh, this is a ultimate work, I should support them. Just follow Niruma. Oh, she is doing Dada's work, so I will support Niruma for Dada's work. That is my turning point. Understood? Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand. Forgive me, I'm speaking in English because my Gujarati is a bit weak. I want to ask a question. What proof or evidence is there that animals are at a lower spiritual level? They do not have ankar, abhipray, ego. They don't say who. What they do is they are bound by their natural instinct. They don't actually go and harm others on purpose. So I'm asking your opinion that is this true that they are really at a higher, we are really at a higher level, or is it that these animals who do not go beyond their natural instinct who are actually at a higher level? Please explain this to me.
Because animals have only 4 senses, that food, sex, sleep and fear. Only 4 senses. But their intellect is not developed at all. Intellect and ego. Their mind, some 5 senses animal, they have developed only little mind, just like a chimpanzee or gorilla or some monkey. Only little mind is developed. Otherwise their mind is also very little developed, but intellect, ego, chit, awareness is not developed at all. So they are underdeveloped. And they will finish their karma, they will come in human life, then their intellect and ego will get developed. And when intellect develops, then anger, pride, deceit, greed, they are also developed. And when intellect develops fully, then anger, pride, deceit, greed also develops fully. And that gives inside burning. I don't like this world, now I want salvation, I want liberation. Then only he will turn towards spirituality. And when he gets self-realization, then he will get ultimate salvation. This is a stage of development. So humans are more developed than animals. Understood?
Thank you. Jai
Sachidanand.